Yeah, I had to do that bit there.
Nice, Taylor. Over back plate. Good job, boys. Nice, boy. 3v4. Nice. 3v4. One right side. Defuse, 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 G. Nice! Let's go, boys. Just like that.
G2 then went A the following round, and PRX hit them with another incredible retake.
In heaven, the defending side, Baby Bay gonna be waiting, but they're already flooding the site, so can they get to hold on here? Envy's already got jaw down. Jing's on the hunt, but it's Envy. Got a leaf down. That site now vulnerable. Diffuse already started. How are you meant to fight back in now? I don't think they can stop the Diffuse. Nothing is gonna stop this, and it doesn't. Paper X again.
But by satcheling into Lee's ult early,
what's going on, man? How you doing?
Into Envy's crosshair. Regardless,
I'm just getting stuff set up before the interview.
But the offense are able to afford a Vandal, and they've trusted Baby Bay with it. Neon can fry people on her own. Even if he loses, that's okay. The next person picks up the right.
Yeah, so you got here early.
Like they want to pressure A so hard that their B players can find a lurk, or maybe set up a double fake and A. As their less movement-based duelist, he should be the one being set up to take fights. Who knows? Because Paper X are rushing the attackers.
Oh, look at this.
So, here it is. Project A is our character-based tactical shooter.
Sure, buddy.
Oh, look at this. It could be a massacre. Jing gets denied.
Hey, Jason Knight, thank you for being in my kick chat, man.
Help!
Up to his usual naughtiness. Forsaken now noted. Something gonna find Baby Bay.
Oh.
Envy doesn't let them scale.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
The gates.
I didn't even call it. That's crazy.
Baby Bay double dash up ramp behind Valen's stun, I assume, but I mean, who's falling for this? And not just that, but your team.
Bro, Kai, Jewel Pool, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? I was about to say y'all got here a little early. It's 4, but I wanted to get all the stuff out as much of it as I possibly could. You know.
Something was just waiting for him. That
and Rebels, because he was here too. How you doing? How's everything going?
But with Divine Spawn, I don't know how much space they're going to be able to take.
Scurry, it's a run. The Spike needs to get over to the other side of the map. But Devi's not left. He's held this down. He's holding it down.
Because Devi's running in heaven, I don't think he's expecting a second lurk. But the map's gone quiet. They haven't seen Astra, and the Spike is headed mid. So a lurk somewhere is possible. The Paper X have backed off A and are headed towards this big gap in their setup. Before Forsaken smokes to deter a walkthrough.
So, y'all excited or?
That's clear.
I'm excited.
Spot
I'm actually always excited whenever I interview somebody.
Yeah, but Valen could set him up. He needs to be the hero, but he doesn't go too far. Trent's fallen. That was maybe that small percentile chance, but just get brought to 0. 3-3.
After that confusing half buy, both teams have been trading blows.
I feel it. I feel it.
Full buy. If G2 lose, they'll have to save next, meaning PRX have a chance.
Yeah, so in the meantime, I just had this plank and I was watching it before. It was kind of interesting. I was not expecting this, to be honest with you. I asked him and I didn't hear anything, and all of a sudden he was like, "Yeah, I'm game." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this."
Why is B open? Well, last round, PaperX fought it so hard that something was able to solo this line, while these two had a high-low train on heaven.
Also, I just really Rebel. Oh no, I already asked you. You gotta get your stuff. And then Rokai, Jew. I gotta ask you too as well. Dude, we gotta get you. We gotta get you on the show. What's going on with you?
He's actually had another go, and another body drops. Oh, good luck. I don't think Leaf can save you in this one. He's gonna.
Oh, I got you. I also just wasn't even really talking all that loud. I was just kind of like, well, fair enough. Got it, Mysteries. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going?
They're looking pretty nice to me, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta get your interface, man. Get your interface so we can start doing some stuff. All right? It'll be great. It'll be great.
And they'd be right. Both teams start the round by pressuring B main with an immediate smoke and seize. But no one's here. Instead on A, something has pushed past Leaf smoke and is confirming that it's quiet there too. So Envy sends a Prowler all the way down mid, and it latches on a Jogamo. But once Trent's haunt lands, it's time to go.
They've got a great read, and Baby Bay eviscerated.
Yeah, but you get invited? Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Yeah, crazy how that is. Yeah, I was about to say, get all your snacks, all that good stuff. Get all your snacks, your drinks, get some water.
And I don't think Jogamo was
so I don't have too much time with the homie because he's got his own stream at like 4 and something. So
and Waylay dives on their head. Or Waylay flies in and zaps them with a Saturate so Neon can slide in and finish them off. Here, Neon was still by Sewer. Maybe Paper X had the read? Because Envy immediately started backpedaling as soon as he heard that dash. And Devi even swung through this mail smoke off the sound cue, trying to take the attackers off guard. Envy then rode the rope back up, knowing that G2 spacing was off, and swung with his Viper despite Jing blowing him up. Then on A, this was probably a troll peak. Down 2 players, G2 wanted to take duels, but Leaf was caught with his pants down. How on earth was Valiant?
I'm gonna play video things
All
on
Paper X needed to do is
stream
not
talking about music. Word. All right. That's something. That's something.
You gonna show me something?
Yes.
Why? Well, after losing mid, Forsaken sends out a smoke to slow Valen down and force him to think twice about continuing his push. He grabs the spike and doesn't want to take that risk. But is he going to expect something?
There's no way he's expecting this.
Good luck. He's got the gun out. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. 6-4, man. Paper X. We are in the right places, Mike. Their groove.
G2 had to save, but they bought 4 stingers and a Bucky. If they manage to find a lone defender, they're getting blitzed. That can mean a free rifle, sight, and then round, especially against Paper X, who have no discipline. With their scary go-by, G2's plan was to hit mid again, but it didn't really make sense. In their one
So from just BO3 zombies, right? Is there anything else?
And did this.
So what other content? Also, are you gonna on phone? Word. Also, are you gonna make a YouTube channel, all that good stuff, or at least another one?
Imagine Jogmo was here to bounce his really bolting events, and they both jump in. But instead, Paper X are just left looking at each other, confused. Envy clears close with the C's, and Forsaken caps off mid with a deep dark cover. Mid control has been returned to Paper X. From there, G2 tried going B, but then this poison orb stopped that. Now, lucky for the offense, Paper X did over-rotate, meaning that when G2 went back A, Forsaken was left all on his own.
Guys, man, freeze ulti. Retake.
Fake also, no?
Fake. No, coming. Coming.
I'm out.
Let's go, Jay.
I'm out.
Go city. Ulti front city.
Let's
I'm gonna out these boys. I wanna out
actually what we're gonna do.
everyone row.
Close.
Listen to some music real quick because I want to a couple other things I want to get done. If I can find it. I can find it. Where they at? Where are they at? Oh, hey, a new Gears video. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube generating art. What's music when I over the interface of talking music production while playing it? Okay. Hell yeah. We love that. There was somebody else that we was talking to the other day where it was like they're a game developer, and so that's what they're gonna do. So personally, I think it'll be sick. So people are going places, you know what I mean? People are going places, and I'm excited about it. We'll put that there. Let's get a couple more things settled. I'm gonna put this over here. Close that completely. So I think this will be. I think this will be nice. It'll definitely be interesting. And then hold on, let me check my schedule because it's him today, then Sir Michael tomorrow, and then Steel Bear the day after that, and then Guy, maybe Scarlet. I don't know. And then the day after that, we got something with JC. Then we have 2 days off, and then we have one with Paper F1, which is another game designer. That'll be that Friday, and then we have someone from my community personally, Nomad 420, next Saturday, 27th. So there's that. We got a lot on the docket here, and I'm still trying to get more, to be honest. Yeah, there's so much we gotta get done. Oof. Why is this here? And there. Yeah, okay, we'll get rid of that. YouTube Studio, make sure that's still doing what it's supposed to do. Because it dies. I don't know why. VTube Studio just dies a lot, and it's kind of annoying. That's another thing I thought. I don't remember that for chat. There's not really like a good place to put it for Discord. It'll just take up so much of the screen. Yeah, like I don't. It's like it just dies all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's so annoying. But I mean, all right. It's like the window itself. If it doesn't get enough attention, it's just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna work. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, hold on. You know what I mean? It's starting. I should have looked it on the screen. I always forget that I have like scenes and whatnot. I just don't use them all that often. What the fuck? Hmm? Ah. Hmm. We gotta. I think everything's set up the way it's supposed to be, which is cool. But will it stay that way? What we need to figure out. Another thing I should probably do. Actually, I just thought of it. Move all of that. All of this. Cousin Vinny, thanks for the follow. How you doing? I mean, as if we didn't just talk like 20 minutes ago. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, come on, not now. I just had everything where I needed to be. Okay, cool. Oh, thank God. I'm very glad I decided to go live early to get everything figured out. Oh, real quick. I need to get used to it's emotional. I feel that. I have the problem where like I'll start to yap, but I just don't feel like I'm important enough, so I just don't say anything. So I just stop talking. Also, I want to show you something, right? This is my background, right? Is this crazy? Is this a crazy background or no? I don't think it's a crazy background. Is this a crazy background? I think this is a fine background, to be honest with you. Like, what are we doing? Or am I tripping? I think it's pretty sick. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? It's of my characters. Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, trust me, it can get worse. It can definitely make it worse. But exactly. I personally think it's a great background. All right. I like that. Thank you. See, it's a good background. That's what I thought. Like, yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like, I'll switch between scenes or whatever, and it'll pop up, and people are like, I can't believe that's her background. I'm like, there's no way it's that bad, bro. You can't even see anything that crazy. Like, what are we talking about? I forgot time moves slowly when you're waiting for something. Saber, what's going on? Oh, Saber, I need to get in contact with you too. I forgot about that. That's another person I don't think I've asked yet. I got to get as many people as possible can. You know what I mean? Have everything set up and whatnot. I think it's great. I think especially this one because I was just working this one. I just kind of showed up today, so I was like, I'm cool with that. You play Rivals? I do. I was thinking because I actually have a Rivals video up on my gaming channel. That was the first video that came out. Was one of those. What were you saying? I cannot hear. Oh, I need to get in contact with you about doing an interview or whatever. Yeah, I was about to say I linked that video, bro. Did you not see it, bro? Wow, my heart. I guess it's fuck me then, huh? Yeah, it's like I have that one. I have a Valorant video that came out. I think it's coming out today. It's either came out today or came out tomorrow. Yeah, whenever you can, I got you. As soon as I'm done with this, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna hit you up, and then there was like 2 other people. I need to head up and schedule something, see what's going on. Wouldn't it be crazy? That's crazy. Well, no, it's scheduled for today. Never mind. The Valorant one comes out today at... Oh, dude, it goes live as we start with Cody today. Yeah, it drops at 4 as well. And then I got one short that has 300 views for. So, there's that. They make a sister channel, yeah, dude. Are you gonna name it the same thing, or is it gonna be like some type of like different spinoff or whatever? Oh, that's another thing I could do before because I don't want to have to. I don't know which channel he's in right now. What channel is it right now? My main channel. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Probably something like Rebels. Word. Word. One was crazy. So like I went to go. You know what? I'll save that. I'll save that for the actual interview, and I'll talk to him directly about it because I think it's fucking crazy. This is insane. This is insane. Yeah, these people, bro. These people. Also, I'm tempering expectations now. Because there's some people that are in here that are like, I don't like them, and then there's some people that are like, I do like them. So if you got an issue, type it in chat. If he sees it, he sees it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. All right, I'm not doing that middleman thing where people are like, oh, you need to tell him this, and you need to ask this question. Like, no, I don't care. All right, if that's something you want done, you go ask him yourself. You can get a hold of him. I did, so. Yeah, it's like I'm not. I got shit to do. I have stuff to do. If you have an issue with them, good for you. I know nothing about it. All right. But I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get into it because every time I ask, so far, every interview that I've done, it's like, is there stuff that you don't want to talk about, or like, and they're like, oh, I don't want to talk about drama. And by the end of it, we're talking about the very drama we didn't want to. Like they said they didn't want to talk about. It was like, look, all right, look, I'm not hating you for it. I'm just like, whatever. What? What? Yes. Yeah. Oh, that gives me another idea for a prompt I want to do.
Part of the reason why I'm in a suit all the time is because wearing a suit.
Oh, we should all watch this together.
Lingerie for old conservative ladies. Yeah, they love that shit. Get some horny.
This is so good.
Gucci Marks generated this shit. Got my motherfucking suit on, baby, 'cause I wanna make love with these old right ladies. A small ass head.
Hello.
With a big ass suit and tie.
I like how you showed up in one chat, but not like the actual chat where I can see it. That's weird.
She should come over, suck my Turkish pickle. Wow. Don't you ever disrespect the hammer and the sickle now. Can you believe this fucking refugee?
I think it's crazy that people are like, AI will take over. This is what we're doing with it. This is fantastic. Yeah, I need to make shorts too. Also, I don't know. Hey, what are you streaming on, by the way? Like Streamlabs or OBS? Like, shorts suck to make. Yeah, dude, as an editor, shorts kind of suck to make. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily fun, but it's always like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know how it is for you guys, but like, I'll have a short finished and then think of another joke, and I have to rearrange everything to put the joke in. It's so annoying. Also, if you guys ever need help, I used to use also OBS. Okay. I use Streamlabs, and there's this thing that you can do with it depending on what game you're playing, and it gets the highlights for you, so you can make the shorts through that. That's what I was doing. And then if I want to make them look cooler, I just edit them myself. You know what I mean? Also, I was thinking, because I used to do it, and I'm probably going to do it again, where I'm going to edit on stream, just so like people can have a better understanding and realize it's not as hard, it's just like tedious. Like, unless you enjoy what you're doing. I enjoy editing other people's stuff way more than I enjoy editing my stuff, you know what I mean? That's probably a me thing, never mind.
It don't seem like much, but you're worth all the while. You're my favorite bad habit, my drug of choice. When I chase the rabbit, I listen for your voice. You're the one I turn to, the one I never fail. I know it's all so fresh. You're a cautionary tale.
Well, I'll have to show you one day. Yeah, well, I was not expecting that. Well, God, I gotta say that. What time is it? Okay, it's very close to time. Yeah, after the song, we'll call the homie, see what's going on. Okay, well, I have to give him 10 minutes. He's finishing up the Skype call. Now we're just gonna. Alright, well, now at this point, we're just waiting for him. Said he had to finish up a Skype call, so I'm not gonna be that guy constantly pestering him. But also, it's kind of my fault for going live earlier. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Ooh. Ooh. Close that. I can't have my porn folder showing on stream. Oh god, feels so so bad for Vosh, bro. I'm lying, I don't. He had a horse porn, bro. There's something wrong with you. Like, the fact that people can be like, well, yeah, I don't care if my shit gets shown because I look at adults, right? The fact that you can say that and people are like, oh yeah, okay, that's understandable, is a problem. What? What? Please don't. That's okay. Well, the joke's out of the bag now, guys. The homeboy is on Twitter. That'll be interesting. We'll have to. What? Good lord, this is so. All right. Oh, and it just takes a long time. It's still got so many whole videos in it. Bro, I told you the other day, if you need some help with that, I know some people. I am people, by the way. Yeah, and others. So just like, you know, me first, because I'm just that guy. But yeah, I understand the feeling of having like I still have multiple videos on like 2 other channels that I still need to go do. I'll probably start doing tomorrow. It's a lot of it's like the voiceover for it, and then I don't know. Then again, one of these days I might just make a video on how I edit or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I might. No one I know uses Premiere Pro anyway, but I mean the concepts are still essentially the exact same. So, like I took way too much time. Yeah, okay. I took way too much time learning how to edit to not like tell people how to do it. Well, not tell people, but show people. I don't like telling people to do things necessarily. It makes me feel like a dick. But like if you want to know, I will tell you. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Let me actually keep an eye on that. 37. I'm gonna wait. So I'll wait till like 4:10, and then if I don't hear anything, I'll hit him with a message. Whatever, because he's doing something. I was excited. Well, I still am excited. And then stuff happened and whatnot, and now we're here. I don't know, vibe switch. Oh, yeah, just Premiere. I'm still learning. Dude, I got you. Whatever it is you want to learn on Premiere, let me know, bro. I got you. I've been doing this for too long. And it was one of those things that I didn't think that I was going to take to very well. And then I watched one video, and then I looked at the clock. Oh no, I watched one video at 6 o'clock, and then I looked at the clock again, and it was 6 o'clock the next day, because I ended up just watching videos throughout the entire night. So from 6 at night to 6 in the morning. And another thing that I would say that people need to do, especially when it comes to editing, because like it doesn't matter how many videos you watch, it matters how you apply them. Because like, you can watch the same thing multiple times and still not know how to do it. So take one concept at a time and kind of build on it. And that's what I did for 2 years, and now I can do just about anything. You know what I mean? It's a whole vibe, but I got you. I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. Also, I mean, most of it I'll do on stream anyway. So, just, words. I had a lot of words that wanted to come out at one time, so I just stopped talking. So what I was gonna say is, I can actually turn this down a little bit. So what I was, well, I was gonna say something, but I forgot it, so. Okay, well, yeah, man. I was going to short out. Word. I was about to say, send me the link for that and on X. I want to see that. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's just a single song. Yeah, sure. I don't care what it is. It's like I got to see this. I got to see this, my boy. What's the idea behind this? It was just like I can oh shit. That's fine, but I don't want to say keep me out of it because I want to know just to know. To be honest with that, I want to be in the drama itself. I got shit to do. But, you know, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, live. I got a guest coming on here pretty. I hope, provided everything goes well, you know. So, but yeah. How are you? How you doing? Say hello to the chat.
Oi.
Good. Good. I can go black in two different ways. Well, I think I'll go with the more casual one. It's like, who doesn't like funk music, right? I felt like if I played some old dirty South like rap, I would fucking music, which I mean, yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, so I see that. Let me check on it. Okay. Right at the point. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I was about to say, come over to King. That's what a lot of people like. Also, thanks for the follow, like, thanks for the follow. Alrighty. There's some quiet. Well,
hey, buddy.
What's going on, man?
Oh, just everything. How are
Yeah.
you?
Hey, you know, I'm alive, and I'm kind of confused, to be honest with you.
Well, you can ask me whatever you want.
All right.
I'm game.
Were you just gonna leave it like that, or were you gonna use your model?
Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry that I have the VTuber watermark on it.
No, you're good. I was thinking, like, hold on, so you don't have the thing yet? You don't have.
No, I was going to do it, and then the whole entire thing happened with Vex. Kind of can't spare anything right now.
Ah, that is fair. That is fair. That is fair. That's fair.
I'll even put a background on this thing for you.
Oh, thank you. Generous, man. Thanks for the sub. Lynn, I'm just gonna call you Lynn. I'm very bad at names. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
We're gonna go with the same background, okay?
Yeah, that'll work.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll give a shit, bro. Oh, he gave subs to Spider, bro. Let's go. Oh, it's Clark. I don't know why I didn't say that before. Dude, thank you. Thank you. I know the community will appreciate all of this. This is insane. Might need to mute the sound for that, though. So, you're here. Obviously, you saw whatever was going on with whatever happened on Twitter.
With Rosso?
Yeah, I was
talking about.
Yeah, because I thought it was weird because I didn't know exactly what was going on. I still don't know what's going on because I made the post of you coming on, as a talk or whatever, and everyone seemed to be super excited about it. And then that showed up, and then someone in another Discord was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Well, you know who's coming on, right? Miguel was kind of the idea, and it's like, "Well, let me tell you stuff." And I was like, "Oh my god, we're not." Oh, whatever, dude. We'll look at this later. I'm not. Whatever you got going on is what you got going on. And so far, no one has said you've touched a kid or abused a woman, so I don't really give a shit.
Well, I tend to avoid that.
Yeah, so that's and they're sending me all this shit. Do you know you have a Google Doc about you? Did you know that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, because I got sent that too. So I was just like, I don't what?
I have when it comes to that particular Google Doc, man, I literally have been telling my mods for like the past week or two that it's been out to effectively ignore it. That's what I have told all my mods. My mods have been wanting to defend me on that Google Doc repeatedly, and I've had to tell them to just let it go. Ignore it. It's a whole bunch of haterade, man. We don't need to feed into that. It's literally what I've told all of my mods.
Okay, fair enough. Apparently, look. I didn't realize it was going to be like this because, again, I had no idea that this was going to be the way. Look, I'm still caught blindsided about this. This is what I'm going to say now, especially the chat since everyone is here. If you have a problem with Cody, fine. All right, that's perfectly fine. But you need to talk to him about it. All right.
You can't talk to me anytime.
Yeah, like
not shy on the internet.
Oh yeah, so if you can type it in the chat and whatnot if you want to, fine, cool, you do you. But what we're not gonna do is I'm not gonna have you sit in this chat and then tell me what I need to ask and tell him. All right, that's not what we're doing here. Like I just wanted to have an interview. I wanted to talk like overall arching about some of the stuff that went on, not like specifics and nitty gritty and wanting you to debunk everything because I don't give a shit about that.
Oh, okay, buddy.
Yeah, because that was so we're not. It seems like there's just so much drama going on, and as fine as that is, I don't need to get myself involved. But if you did want to state your case or whatever, fine. If you don't, fine. I don't give a shit. But I wanted. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, dude. You're the lead here. Ask away.
Okay, so we were just gonna do some lighter stuff and then get into some deeper stuff because you know obviously I've seen you on Twitter and some of the stuff that you say is it's quite controversial. You were quite the controversial person, my man.
I did not intend it to be that way. In all honesty,
I mean, hey,
I just stand up for myself. I stand up for myself more than other people do, and that seems to be a big, huge issue with the internet.
I mean,
I don't like being that guy who's afraid of everything. I can't stand that. It's not part of my personality.
No, that's fair. It was interesting when I first met you. I thought to myself, this dude's gonna get himself into some deep trouble, isn't he? And it's just like the stuff that you were saying.
Look at where we're at, man.
Right? It's crazy. The stuff that you were saying, not only was it based, I was just like, oh, the dude, he's in the VTuber community. This is going to go south very quickly, but I'm all here for it. But we're here now, so thank you for showing up. I was very surprised because I was like, when I asked you, it's like I didn't get anything. I was like, it's fine, it's whatever. And then you were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh shit, okay.
Dude, anytime that somebody wants to ask me a couple of questions, I'm all fair game.
Word. And we like that. We like that around here. So on more lighter topics. So you're a VTuber. What got you into doing VTubing?
What got me into VTubing?
Yeah.
Well, I first started becoming a fan of VTubers right around the same time that Cinder made her debut, and I was a hardcore fan of hers. And I thought that if a good person such as herself could make leaps and bounds in the way that she did, maybe it's about time that a guy actually tried it. So that's what I've been going for.
So you're just trying to, get big and act like you don't know nobody.
Oh yeah, you don't know anybody coming into this game, man. It's actually the whole entire reason why Cinder took off in the first place is because she was a chick, she was unbiased, and she was robust. And on top of that, she showed the world that she had a halfway decent soul. So I thought that if I could just spin that with a male persona behind it, it wouldn't, it would be needed. The only thing that I've ever wanted to do is to get guys to actually not participate in this whole entire VTuber culture of being a simp. I hate that. I hate that culture.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It with every fiber of my being.
Yeah,
and that's why, because I saw a problem with simping. And simping has gotten so out of control that it is like ego boosted all of these like really famous chicks on the internet now. And they're just very relentless in what they do. And they get absolutely nothing with it because the simping is the problem. The simping is the thing that keeps them on the internet as long as they're on the internet. And I find that to be a huge problem, actually.
Well, it's very true. So I see that you got numbers. What is it, 1,700 on Twitch, and then I think you just hit 2K on X, right? Something like that.
Yes. Yeah. I just bordered 2K. I'm almost at 18. I'm almost at 1,800 on Twitch now.
Hey.
I'm almost at 300 on Kick.
All right.
In my wildest dreams, man, I never thought that I would honestly make that big of a dent. Because the whole entire rule in VTubing, if you make it over 1,000 on even one platform, you're doing it right. And I've done it now on 2 out of the 3 platforms that I'm on. So I consider that a W.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Pretty proud of myself for actually having those actual kinds of numbers, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not to sneeze at, especially with this female-dominated industry. The fact that you're a guy and you're doing that, you're getting numbers like this—that's kind of crazy. I want to be in your shoes at some point. Maybe not exactly yours because we don't got the same size feet, but still.
Hey, bro. Hey, I have to tell you this, Jigs. It's not been the most easy of routes. Let me just make that clear. If you want to be a guy and be in this whole entire VTubing space, you got to stick to your guns mostly on who you are. And unfortunately for me, that also draws in a lot of haters because obviously I'm more right-leaning than the VTuber sphere wants me to be, and I go against that grain at every opportunity. So if you wanna make big O numbers as a dude, stick to who you are. That's about the best message that I can give you.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. I like it because I've seen you on X, and it's like well, here's what the public consensus is, and then I scroll down ever so slightly, and I see you, and it's just like, yeah, no, this bitch is retarded. And like, all right, and then I go into your comments, and everyone's just like mad at you, and it's like, okay, well, he's obviously doing he's farming. Your harvest must be very bountiful, good sir.
Well, what do you do with bullies? If a bully is messing with you in the schoolyard, you have two choices. One, you can either keep on taking the torture, keep on getting beat up every day, or you can stand up and you can punch back.
True.
The quickest way to get rid of a bully in a bully situation, even when it comes to criminals, the easiest way to do it is to punch back.
This is true.
It sends them the message that you're not afraid of them. And I'm not afraid of anybody on the internet. That's the whole entire problem that the VTuberverse has with me, is that I'm not afraid of people.
Yeah.
I don't care if you rage bait me, I'm still gonna give you the middle finger either way.
No, very true. And it's quite interesting. It was, you're sticking to your guns, which I like. I thought that was one of the things I admired about you when I first saw you. And well, now you're here, and now that I have you on the show and looking at chat, it's kind of crazy because every other one is either a good thing or a bad thing, good thing or a bad thing. It's like, wow, okay.
Well, hey, dude, like I said, like your thumbnail said to it, dude, I'm not liked.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm perfectly 100% fine with that. I've got no regrets on that department.
Valid. Now, I wanted to ask you, since, obviously you said, you're not really a fan of the whole simping thing, understandable, neither am I. But I hear a lot of people say they want to change and they want to do stuff like that, or they want to help other people, but they don't really have like a plan in place, or they don't have like an idea of what they want to do. Like, how would you stop all of this simping per se?
The hardest thing to do when it comes to the whole entire simping comment or the simping part of VTubing is that you got to confront them that they have a problem. And nobody likes being told that they have a problem.
True.
That's the true issue. Nobody likes to be told the word no. And every time that somebody tells me to either be quiet or change my opinion, I go, no, I don't want to do that. And people hate the word no because, let's just face it, VTubing being the almost 95% dominated female, what do you see with those top tier VTubers? Nobody tells them no.
Oh no.
Nobody tells them no whatsoever. So when I'm the guy telling them, hey, that's pretty stupid what you did, no, I won't concede to that mindset, you get a whole bunch of pushback because you told somebody no.
Very true. And they hate that. And then they attack you, which I thought was very weird. I don't know how that all is going on, but we'll get into that later. What the fuck? Okay. So from here, I wouldn't want to say like it's your stream's like a boys club, because obviously women are 100% invited. But since you've had this going on, and I'm assuming you have like a well-oiled routine on how this is going to work, what is like the end goal, I guess, for your VTube? Like, say everything works out 100% the way it's supposed to be. Like, how do you, I guess, what's the end goal?
The end goal is to simply get my house back, get a house back that I had before this whole entire Vex situation, have a couple of kids. I don't want to be a fucking millionaire, dude. I don't want that. Money is not the goal here. Fame is not the goal here. If I can get, okay, let me give you an example here. If I can get one guy who simps that is ridiculously overweight to do something simple like do 10 push-ups and 20 sit-ups in a day before he starts getting on here, watching his VTubers out the ass, then I think that I've done my job. That's the goal.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Okay.
Don't be a fat, miserable piece of garbage and then put your misery on other people.
And
that's the thing that I've said no to. I'm not going to sit there and be a miserable person. I'm not going to do it.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It's
I'm sitting here right now, dude, literally drinking a protein shake after I just did a little home workout while on a Skype call with various buddies of mine. Dude, that simple. It's not really all that complicated.
I mean, hey, some people would call you an extreme right winger for preaching personal responsibility or whatever. I find that interesting, but that also leads to the next thing. Since you are like right leaning, has it been I'm assuming it's going to be difficult to get people to collab with you because they'll see what you're like and be like, nah, I don't like him.
The problem with collabing, I don't mind collabing with people. Okay, I've done it with Celeste. Another big one was Starcat. That whole entire thing that was with Charity is just absolute bullshit. If I could figure out a way, and I went through every single donation that I've ever paid her, she helped me out back when we were friends. She helped me out with a tough time with my house. That she did do. And I will never ever shit on her for giving me that help ever. But after that, when Miko started getting involved, the whole entire friendship diluted down to nothing. And I refused to communicate with her because of what my buddies in Virginia were saying about her. So that's just where that one sits. I when it comes to the collabing specifically, if you ask me, I will try to do it within the best way that I can. The thing that I'm not going to do, though, is I'm not going to pretend to be somebody else while I am collabing with you. So if you do have a problem with me right up front, then you might as well not even ask, because I'm not going to change who I am just because I'm collabing with you for brownie points on the internet. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, we like that. We like that. So, so we're here, and your content, I guess, is like mostly the Division, right? And the 40K. That's what I've seen you play. That and Reacts. I've seen you do mostly that.
Yes. Mostly what I do is I play these like really, what the internet quote unquote calls chud games.
Chud games.
I've literally, dude, my DMs are literally littered with comments saying that you play chud games, you're not worth it to the idol culture of VTubing, and I was just like, I'm not here to be a fucking idol culture, dude. I don't sing, I don't go around looking pretty, I'm not doing any of the niceties, dude, at all.
I mean,
so I sit there and I play chud games. I don't play freaking gotchas because I think that they're a waste of time and money.
Yep.
That's just logical. That's not anything having to do with the genre, and I haven't taken a deuce on it yet, as far as I can remember. So go ahead. If you want to play your gotcha games, man, go ahead. I'm just not going to. I find them incredibly useless, and I find them to be a gambling tactic, but that's just me. And it seems in the VTuberverse, you can't have an opinion that strays from the line, or you get massively chastised for it. So it's whatever. I take that with a grain of salt. I don't let that dictate who I am just because I don't play fucking gotchas. Whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Personally, I can't do gotchas because I can't stay focused for that long doing the same thing to grind for like a weapon that has like 2+ more power points than the one you had before. I'm just not really a fan of that, but that's just me.
yeah, dude. If I wanna, the another thing that gets me with gotcha games is that they play out like a manga. If I'm gonna do anything that has to have the narrative of a manga, I'm gonna read one, not sit there and play a video game on it.
Very true. Very true. Also, it's funny you said you're not here to be looking pretty, and I'm like, I don't know. That model's got a pretty sharp looking jaw on you.
Bro, you can thank Tati for that one. Model Mom was awesome, dude, with my 1.0, man. She is absolutely fantastic. And that too brings up this whole entire thing that I hate artists over AI. That's complete and total bullshit. Tati is an amazing artist, and I use her whenever I can afford to do it, because she's absolutely worth it. The reason why I use AI more nowadays is because, one, I'm going to pay an artist for their work, and I don't have $300 to spill out for a new piece of art. I just don't have that. The logical thing is, if I want my content to keep going, I'm going to use something that's cheaper and more to the point to where I can get my stuff out there. So I'm sorry that I'm playing the game, man. if I need to apologize for that, which I don't think that I do, but the number one complaint I get is that I'm an AI chud. So it's whatever.
I don't understand. Okay, well, I don't. Maybe it's because like I try. It isn't like I try to stay out of drama. It's just like I don't care, so I don't really look into it. The last time I checked, I didn't remember people saying chud was a bad thing. I thought we reclaimed that word or something. Maybe we didn't. Did I miss the memo for that one?
Dude, I can tell you this right now. If you go up against any VTuber that's got any sort of numbers that's been playing the game for a hot minute, they'll call you an up and out chud, dude. They'll flat out just tell it to you. You're an AI abusing chud. That's the number one line in criticism that I get nowadays. And it's stupid. I just go, okay, whatever. I'm ignoring that. Whatever. Go ahead, dude. Keep on calling me that.
Well, real quick, AI abusing that
Yes.
That threw me for what do they mean by AI abusing?
Okay, so it's no secret right now that I have massive respect for Nines and 88, and I have Stuck in Their Corner, and I have a whole bunch of haterade for that one. That was a whole entire month of bullshit. Basically, every single one of her haters, since they weren't getting to her, tried to get to me, and they haven't gotten to me yet. So that's her number one thing that she gets chastised for, is using AI frequently to do what she does. Okay, cool. All right, I'm still gonna use AI regardless, dude, of what you say. Because I follow a whole bunch of VTubers, dude, that literally Leaflet. Yep. I raid Leaflet, dude, like 3 times a week, and she is one of the biggest advocates for AI out there. Oh. What, you didn't think that I used AI? I would go off of the advice of one of my Oshis? Are you like high? Are you retarded?
But it's bad.
That's what I say to these people every time that they decide to say that I abuse AI. It's not abusing AI. It's using logic. If it's cheaper, I'm going to do it. It's a financial thing, dude. If I had the money to shill out $300, I would be using Tati 100% of the time, but I don't. So, say what you will.
It's very true. Now, with all this that's been said so far, I think it's interesting because we always kind of go back to the VTuber community, because obviously you and I are both VTubers, and we seem to have wildly different experiences. So overall, what would you think? What do you think of the VTuber community, or how the culture is, depending on if you want to call it a culture or whatever? I don't care.
I think that people, especially on X, I think that people are forgetting what. Oh God, what's a good way to say this? I think that people take too many tweets at face value and nail you to a cross way too easily. I don't think that enough people use common sense while they're on X, especially people who are out there for the haterade. They just want to come at you to hate you. Because it's exactly as Leaf says, it's a freaking PvP zone, man. Which I understand, but like blind hatred without understanding why somebody did something, I find that to be kind of dumb.
Valid.
I give the internet too much common sense credit sometimes, which my mods have amply said that I do that way too much. And I take that criticism and I go, yeah, you're absolutely right. Why have any faith in humanity to have some sort of common sense intelligence? Holy shit.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. It seems like, because I was talking to Hal the other day about this, it seems like you're in this situation where there's a certain level of common sense that you expect people to have, and then when they don't have it, you get upset. Or at least at this point, they seem to be getting upset at you.
Well, I live my life by one simple rule: keep it simple, stupid. Because if you start overcomplicating things, you miss the small details. Yeah, so when it comes to the internet and talking to roughly, my viewership on X is roughly between 1.1K on an impression to around 3.5, depending on what the topic is. I had my first million viewed tweet about the whole entire Destiny thing, which I got a whole bunch of pushback from the whole entire Nyara's community went fucking
Oh god.
spazzo on that shit. Because I know where the problem with Destiny truly lies, because I've been playing the game for almost 10 years. I've been through every up and down with that game. I have suffered through every expansion. I've done almost 70% of the raids, and I quit doing them after I lost my old team. So I know more about Destiny 2 than the average Nyara community member does. I've been around the block. I've done exotic quests. I have the time. It's absolutely stupid how that tweet blew up like it did. And it seems like a lot of people from the Destiny community actually agree with me. So you can take that too.
I mean, it takes a player to know what the community wants, and obviously you put the time, so makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. But common sense needs to return to the internet hella bad, and I'm trying to change that as a little subpar goal, as a little secondary objective.
Hopefully you can, because I'm definitely trying to do what I can, and I know other people that are also trying to do what they can, because this whole not having it and things going the way they're going is really annoying, and a lot of things don't need to happen, but they do. So
Yeah.
it's fucking ridiculous. And then also, that one of the more recent, I guess, dramas that happened with Chibi and Demi, or Dean, or whatever, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know shit. I was looking at whatever you said, and then the page refreshed, and then I didn't get a chance to look at it again. When you like respond to people in like situations like that, since you're a big creator, I'm assuming you get a lot of hate as well.
Oh, dude, if I have a rule, I don't show my DMs to anybody. But if I did, oh, dude, you would be like, why are you not on like depression watch at a freaking, crazy person asylum? Well, one, they're closed, and two, it would absolutely drive you mad how many DMs that I get with a noose on it saying go and die. And I'm just like, no. One, the faith that I have is Catholic, and if you know anything about Catholicism, you know that self-harm is a mortal sin. True. So that's the first note to that. Number two, it's not just a mortal sin, but I see it as quitting, and I don't like quitting shit. I don't care how hard it gets or how rough the road gets or how many people like me for doing it. I'm not going to quit. No matter how many times you tell me to quit, that just makes me want to do it more. So,
headstrong, quite resilient. Okay. And so, are you in some sort of drama now, exactly? Because I saw a post on X that it seemed like you were alluding to something going wrong. What happened with all that? You're okay there, right? You're not like dying.
Oh, dude, they don't want to come after me now. They want to come after the people around me, which I think is a very low ball effort.
Yeah, you said something about someone got swatted or something?
Yes. One of my dear followers, Crystal, who was up until the point to where a whole bunch of parasocial people literally drove her off of the internet. She put out a tweet that said that her husband was going to call CPS, not her. But all of these parasocial people came down on her for the opinion of her husband. And they thought that I needed to do something about that. And I was like, why would I punish her for the opinion of her husband? That's just really stupid. She's just telling you what her husband thinks of you by what he can observe. That's really dumb. And two, I know Crystal well enough, because we've talked in DMs plenty, that she's not going to actually do that. Now, what happened last night was that my stream was interrupted because all of my mods started getting a message to me saying that Crystal was in the middle of her night shift, and literally somebody called her department trying to say that she had a gun to her kid's head while she was on duty.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So you're basically sitting there saying that Crystal is being an immature person for sharing the views of her husband, yet you guys do not go even one step further with the fact that somebody called her actual job. The only reason why this didn't end up worse is because the dispatcher knew Crystal. literally knew her and knew that she wouldn't do that. That's the only reason why nobody was harmed in this, because she is an actual law enforcement officer and everybody knew who she was with who she worked with. She had 4 of her coworkers respond to that call because she openly thought that somebody was at her house to get her kids, which I don't blame her for. She can go all mama bear all she wants with that situation. That's her children. Like, yeah. What kind of diabolical idiot are you to where you think it's okay to do that? Say that she was a rookie cop and she didn't know anybody in her department, and this is a hypothetical, but let's just say that she was a rookie cop. That dispatcher didn't know who she was. I know exactly what I would do in a situation because I used to be in law enforcement. If somebody calls up a child is in danger from a gunman, I'm rolling lights and sirens all the way to that call, getting out of the car with my firearm drawn because that's equalizing force. So what if they would have bust down to that door not knowing that it's her house and then everything went haywire and her kids got harmed? And you did all of that just to try and hurt her over her husband's opinion. Is this not connecting on how stupid that fucking is? That is retarded. That is evil. The moment that you want to endanger a child for your own ego, which is essentially what that is, you are a despicable demon. You have no morals about you. Which is why I don't understand why the whole entire internet is pinning her for her husband's comment, but won't pin anybody for swatting her like that. The moral equation doesn't equal. There's no A plus B equals C here. There's A plus B equals Z times Y, which doesn't make any mathematical or moral sense. You wanted to come after this woman because she stated her husband's opinion. But then you want to turn around and do that to her. And yet nobody wanted to talk about it. Everybody just wanted to take Crystal's word on her initial tweet as finite. But when she comes out and says that she had a problem, everybody wants to take a deuce on her immediately. It doesn't make any sense to me. How somebody can do something worse, because I've been literally in DMs with this woman all night. I have not had a single reason to doubt her ever since she started following me, being in my chat on a daily, almost on a daily basis. I've had no reason to see that she is lying to me at all. None. And I know why they did it. They did it because they can't get to me. And here's why they can't get to me. One, they know that I'm a two-way supporter. I'm literally right now, I've got my foot underneath my desk to a second kit of mine that literally is outfitted for CQC in my house, where I live right now. Shotgun racks, pistol, tourniquet, first aid kit. That's literally all I need. And I just put that on and I'm going to defend my home. So they're terrified of that because they know that I have the capability of putting them 6 feet under to defend myself because I value my life. Number two, they can't do it with law enforcement anymore because I literally changed my social security number, changed my damn address, sold my house, lost my job. They literally have no info on me, so now they're going to do the second best thing, which is the low-hanging fruit of going after community members, which is retarded. You want to punish my community for the things that I said, that's another immoral imbalance in this whole entire thing that I don't understand. You can call her out, you can do this to her, but your whole entire goal is to hurt me. And you did. You didn't hurt me, though. You pissed me off. And I will help her. I have 2 FBI buddies looking into this right now, who I was on the Skype call with before coming in here. So we're going to see what we can do about this guy. Apparently this guy has gotten caught too because he was stupid enough to use his personal cell number. And I hope to God Crystal throws the book at him, and I hope because it is a federal charge, because it is outside the state, that a judge puts the book to him. Of course, though, he's in a libtard state like New Jersey. They might just give him a $200 bond and let him walk the fuck out, even though he possibly endangered people, because that's what liberalism is on crime. Fucking retarded.
Yeah. And, real quick, how did this start exactly?
This started over that very Google Doc that you talked about earlier.
Oh,
Crystal Bluntly owns a page in that Google Doc. She owns a page dedicated solely to the fact that I let my mods talk about how they want, when they want. It's why a couple of your chatters are probably offended.
Yeah, they're kind of going crazy. Yeah, they're going crazy right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah.
One of the mods that left is offended because one of my mods told him, "What the fuck do you want?" Because my mods aren't going to like you with what you've been doing. Literally ever since a couple of them left, they've been nothing but parasocial little retards on the internet. You want to be that way? That's your choice. Don't get all butthurt when somebody fucking claps back at you. It's called PvP for a reason, dude. Get the fuck over it. Yeah, you decided to stalk all my pages, and then you get slightly offended when somebody who will defend me gets all up in your shit. You asked for it, dude. You openly invited it. Pull your balls out of your fucking vagina and handle it. Don't cry foul to the ref because he used the word fuck at you. That's retarded. That's some boyish ass behavior.
So it seems like your community, or at least parts of your community, imploded. And so
yes.
They left, and now I'm assuming you replaced those people with others, correct?
When the whole entire situation went down with what I'm talking about, I literally told Greeny that you have to give me a week break from you being a mod, which happened. I told Red that she also had to take a week off because she was getting pummeled for doing it. And I said that the two of you guys have to be more professional, and I suspended them from their mod privileges for a week. The thing that made me give them a timetable, though, was how they were getting pressured on the internet, that you shouldn't be a mod, you're a piece of shit. All that you do by making fun of them for standing up for me is make me want them back more. And the whole entire reason why I have the mod crew that I do is because they are all either ex-law enforcement, ex-military, they handle evil people as a day job, or they have the courage to stand up to you, which is exactly what I need from my mod team. I don't need a bunch of pussy little cowards telling me to be, what's the proper word here? Cordial with mean people. I need mods in my corner who are going to stand up for themselves, because that's what my kind of content requires. And if you got a problem with my mods, they're not getting fired because you're going to socially pressure me. That's the lesson I learned from that. Nobody should be dictating how my channel, how my Discord, how any of my content works but me. If you don't like me, fuck off. There's a shit ton of other VTubers out there. I'm not asking to be the most famous person on the internet, and I'm not asking to be the most liked person on the internet. Go ahead. Go find somebody else that you can be a fan of, dude. You want to sit here and be parasocial, you're wasting your time.
So with all of that happening, I guess, where are you going from here?
I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm thinking during July, I've got a thing that I might have to go out of town for. So I might be giving the internet a break for a hot minute. So you guys actually, the haters out there, might actually get a break from Cody being on X and pissing you off and your little freaking panties getting up in a wad. So you get at least 35 days off with me next month. So I've got to go handle some stuff with my friends that happened from my military time.
So are you not like look, I just got this Google Doc fucking 20 minutes before we started talking. Are you not worried about that? Because like I know you're not going to interact with it, but I mean like there are other people on X that'll eat this up immediately.
Dude, I am not worried about it. If you want to believe it at face value without asking me any questions, like logical questions to it, then you're just dumb, and I don't want to have anything to do with you, period. I can keep on ignoring it. I don't really care.
Fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, so I obviously it's way longer than I thought it was going to be, but I mean, it's not like 1,000 pages. So, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, well, shit, I guess, all right. And I was going to go through it because it was like, obviously, I was under the impression, again, as of like 30 minutes ago, like, you were a great person. And I'm not saying you're not a great person, but obviously, you know, because if something came out about me, you would obviously read it and be like, well, okay, well, hold on, this seems a little odd, but let me actually talk to the guy. So I'm not saying I wish I knew about this earlier, but I kind of wish I did so I can go through it so I can actually talk to you about it.
Well, I don't really care either way. You can ask me all the questions that you want. You'll get all the answers out of me regardless.
Like, I mean, I'd like to, but like I'd have to like scroll through it, and then I'd start like having to ask questions about stuff I really don't know about that might also be in the doc. But also, it seems like this got real hairy real quick, and there's just a lot of allegations, and a lot of people are throwing shit at you, and a lot of people throwing shit at them apparently. So it's what I'd feel much better going through it myself and then talking, provided this would be the only thing. Because I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden more people came up with more shit. Because that's how it seems to work in this community.
Hey, bro, if you want to go through it and then have a whole entire thing where you ask me questions about it later on at a later date, by all means, go ahead, do your research, bro.
All right, yeah, it's like I might as well because like there's two sides to the story. I like people on both sides, and I'm really not trying to have the fucking Dawn of Everything shit go on where I just take one side for no fucking reason and everyone hates me for it. And it's like I like if you're going to hate me, I understand that you're going to hate me, but I'm going to come to my own decision by doing my own research. So obviously, talking to you about it, and then I'm going to talk to somebody else about it.
You know what, dude? I will give you a round of applause because at least you're going to stand your ground on that one topic. Good for you, dude. Because that's needed more, not less. That kind of opinion is needed more.
Jesus. Yeah, well, we'll figure it. I'll figure that out at a later date. This is definitely a thing of all time.
Dude, you honestly, people can say what they want. It's not going to deter me. Either you can ask me a question, or you can sit there and just spew your bullshit. You can either ask me a question logically and not in an insulting fashion, and I'll answer you, or you can straight up just do what all these parasocial people are doing and be assholes about it and not ask questions. They're coming to assumptions. And if you want to keep on doing that, it makes an ass out of you, not me.
True. Now, another question. So with this being out and having chat be incredibly split, it seems, have you talked to any of them like individually, or at least tried to, or?
Yes, I have.
And what went on with that? Like, and who was it? Well, if you don't mind me asking, who was it? Like, what?
There's. I won't say. My lead mod has some stuff that's in there. A guy named Rosso has some stuff in there. A guy named Vinny. Vinny is in there literally because of the fact that I decided to tie a whole entire group that I formed to Sliver. I had no idea he didn't like Sliver. And he got massively offended at the fact that I put us Doom Chuds in affiliation with her. Like, dude, come on, dude. You're acting like a girl. You could have told me, hey, guess what? I don't like her. And I did. I did tell him, dude, I'm sorry about that, but I think that this is some little girly ass shit. You're literally playing, dude, like a girl on the internet, man. And that's when he started getting offended. Because I said, that's like girl behavior, bro. Aren't you a dad? Like, aren't you supposed to be like the man of your house? Why are you acting like a little woman about this? I literally have a DM with him. I was like, do I need to get you a tampon, chocolate, ice cream, your time of the month? Because that's what he was freaking out like. He was freaking out like a little girl over it. That's freaking stupid. And then you tried to follow police me right after that as a follow-up? Nah, man. I'm not going to listen to you if you try to follow police me. That's one thing. That's like a third thing that I've stood my ground about. If I follow somebody, I'm not going to tell you to go follow that person. You can make up your own mind whether you like that person or not. Same thing with unfollowing people. I unfollow people, but I will never encourage people to unfollow somebody else. I will tell my community exactly who I unfollow. You make your decision from there. I'm not here to socially pressure you into who you like or dislike. That just doesn't work for me. You can be a fan of whoever you want around me. Fuck. I hate Bao and Cinder and Shy Lily with a passion. But if you want to be fans of theirs, go ahead. I don't care. You can support them all you want. I'm not going to sit there and just like stalk your account and go, oh my God, he follows Shy Lily, man. No, I'm not going to be doing that. That's some petty ass behavior. I don't do that.
So I vaguely remember that Doom Chuds was a thing. I guess that isn't a thing anymore. I'm assuming that broke up because of this, or no?
After it was a thing, and then right when it was actually the whole entire Sliver thing that made me drop it, because that's when I started getting threatening DMs over Lady Voldemort of my community. Can't talk about her. That has been implied on me a shit ton, which I need to start taking that advice. But it started right around there, and I did not want anybody getting hurt in relation to me and what I was going through. Because now it's become even more apparent with the fact that people can SWAT my community members now, that it's not just about getting you fired from your job, but you're actually implying mortal danger on people that don't deserve it. So that's why I disbanded the group, because I could see it going past just me getting fired.
Jeez,
I got questions about that from Psychro and Night Owl, who still wanted to keep it going, mind you, but they didn't want to do it without me being the head of it. And I was just like, guys, I can't do that right now. I'm getting a whole bunch of freaking Trons, dude, coming after me, giving me nooses in my DMs. I can't involve you guys in that. And they respectfully took that opinion, and they haven't said a word to me since about it. I talk to Night Owl and I talk to Psychro all the time. Psychro's like little bro to me, man. Love that kid.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about them too, because I've seen them, and like, you know, when you post stuff, obviously they're like the first two people to like it. What's going on with them with all this? I mean, obviously they don't want to get like roped into it. I don't think, but like it seems like if everyone's, as you say, swatting, you know, your followers, I mean, they're two biggest ones, ain't they?
Yes, but like I said, I don't need friends that are cowards, and both of those two guys are not cowards. Night Owl is not a coward by any stretch of the imagination. He's a young little spitfuck, I'll give him that. And if he was a military guy, and by chance he was going through Spartan trials at my old unit, I probably would have passed him. He probably would have passed that leadership check of that course, like, immediately, because the guy's got balls of steel. Psychro, on the other hand, Psychro is more of a technical kind of friend. When he buries himself in something, in a project that he has, he doesn't like to be distracted by it. So he has the same viewpoint that you do. He doesn't like to be drawn to drama, which I try my best not to interrupt his thought process on all the stuff that he's creating with AI to do that. So, like, when drama happens, I don't even bring up Psychro unless he comes into the actual thread. I leave that open to both Nighthawk and Psychro to do that. Night Owl does it more than Psychro does, as you can tell by my threads.
Yeah.
Which is why I say the kid's got balls of steel, because I respect the way that he conducts himself on the internet. He stands up for what he believes in, and he doesn't let anybody deter him. So that's the big, huge takeaway for Night Owl. Psychro is just, he's a brainiac, bro. That guy literally sits there doing AI videos for like 6 to 8 hours at a time, and then he spends another like 4 or 5 editing them to put them together. Kid's a machine, man, and he's very, very undercredited in the AI department. He had his whole entire thing. He wanted to be left alone after the whole entire Skynet thing happened with Skybrow's Discord server, so I left him alone, and I kept him away from my bullshit.
Fair enough. That Skybrowse thing was weird because I had just joined that myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden I get told that, yeah, no, it doesn't really exist anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm not gonna comment on that. That's not my Discord. It's got nothing to do with me. So
yeah,
I was invited there as more of like a +1 to Psychro and Night Owl, so that's their whole entire deal, not mine.
Fair. And now with people, obviously attacking you and all that good stuff, whether it's justified or unjustified, I don't know. Your sponsors, what have they said? Because I know a lot of sponsors like to bend the knee for some reason. Has that happened to you yet?
Oh, no. Actually, the vice opposite. Like, when this whole entire thing kicked off with Lady Voldemort, actually, Dragon Man, he sent me a DM and it was like, dude, because I'm feeling generous toward your situation right now, I'm going to give you 15% of all the stuff that you bring back in. I'm not bending the knee to all of these little fools from her corner of the internet. I was like, wow. Okay, so I got a sponsor with balls, because I was expecting both Dubby and Dragon Man to DM me saying, hey man, get our logos off of your shit. Dubby is completely fine with it. The guy who apparently reps me over there at Dubby, he sent me a DM, and he was like, bro, this is like a nothing burger for us. We don't care about the drama. Just keep on making the money and bringing it in. So we're not going to get rid of you. And we also know what Advanced GG did to you too, which is why you came to us. Dragon Man's like, I respect what you do and being able to stand your ground on this stuff. And I'm glad that you're going to fight your way out of it instead of quitting, because most people at your stage of the game would just quit and get off the internet. And I refuse to lose, and I refuse to quit.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough. It's nice to have people in your corner, it seems. This is, wow. Okay. So, from here, obviously you want to get big, you want to help the community and whatnot, and obviously you've encountered hurdles and stuff, and I feel like it's probably only going to get worse the bigger you get.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like an issue, but I mean, obviously, to all your haters, you can say "fuck you" and all that, but you think there'd be a chance that you could get with them again and like break bread? Even maybe you don't have to be friends again. Maybe you don't have to follow each other. But I mean, it seems like a lot of people just seem to actively hate you, and I'd hate to have somebody that I like. Yeah, I'm not hiding that, but I'd hate to have someone I like, have their career crippled because of other people.
When it comes to two of them, absolutely not. I won't seek forgiveness to them. They've already done enough damage. They've already gone around in my community. The other two that left, when it comes to my old mods, there's a possibility of that. I have high respect for one, and literally the other one that I would possibly do that to, I'm on the fence about right now, because she also put some stuff in there in that docky, which I had a little bit more respect for her up until I saw that. So I'm batting 500 on that one. 2 of them yes, 2 of them no.
Yeah,
absolutely not. Absolutely not on the other 2.
Yeah.
And they know who they are too, and they're probably sitting in your chat, Jigs.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. It's very interesting, because it's again, 2 sides. I have no issues with either side. Just all of this all of a sudden is here, so might as well see what I can do for myself to figure out what exactly is going on. But with because I wouldn't, well, I wouldn't say you're like a confrontation, like you actively seek out confrontation, but say hypothetically, I go through this, and obviously I don't, I guess I wouldn't be biased since I like both of you, but like, would there be a way for you to get in with at least one of them and me, and like actually talk about everything?
Oh,
At least
I already did that with one of them. I
and
already did that with the guy that I highly respect out of all of it, and we came to we're gonna agree but disagree on topics. Another VTuber played mediator actually,
oh, okay.
and I found out a whole bunch of background stuff that he hadn't told me yet, like how bad his actual life was getting because of all the leftism and all that, and how he was getting hounded at where he was going to school. I had no idea about any of that. I knew that something was going on, but I didn't know how bad it was until I actually heard his voice about it. And he's doing the best that he can, and I respect him for it because he's actually standing up for himself. So that I will give him. And he's a great help to the VTubers that he works with, and I hope to God that he makes those VTubers successful at what they do. I wish all of the I wish all the best for all of those projects that he told me that he's involved in. Let him do his thing. I have never once not held a respectable tone when it comes to that particular guy. And he knows who he is if he's sitting in there listening. And I'm willing to bet that you're going to post this and somebody will eventually share it to him. So I don't have a single issue with that guy because he was actually respectful. He came up to me with logical questions. I mean, there's only one time that I got mad at him, and he did apologize for what he did. So that's why I'm more willing to come to the table with him than I am with the other two.
Well, fair enough. So from here, I know you're quite a political person. Obviously, you're more on the right, and you've seen a lot of stuff that's going on, especially in the VTubing space and how political and pretty dogmatic it can get, depending on who you're talking to.
It depends on it all depends on exactly who the topic is about.
Yeah. So, do you have, I guess, any hot takes about I guess everything or anything that's in this community? Because it seems like you want to make a difference. People don't like you for who you are. People have problems with you for who you are, or whatever, for whatever reason it may be. And
there's two hot button takes that I'm always criticized on. That I would like my opinion to be put out there. One, the first thing I'm going to talk about is everybody wants to come at me with the Kamimi thing. Who? Yes, I did. I was Camila. Most of the upper echelon of VTubing hates me because I was bluntly honest with Camila. I did. I told her the reality of where her family lives, which is Syria. The thing that I did, say though, after I told her the truth, is that I would be praying for her family. I literally said that in the very bottom line of the message that I put there. And I do. If I'm going to pray for you, it means I feel bad for you. The thing that she doesn't realize is that I was deployed during the time period when Syria was a big, huge hot button issue. And nobody knows in the VTuberverse about the 13 hours thing and what happened with those 4 dudes that were defending that little CIA compound that sent that whole entire country into wackadoo anyway with the United States. None of them know that because none of them pay attention to enough of what goes on with it. They just want to criticize saying that the military's bad and that we all kill children as a hobby, which is complete and utter bullshit.
I do hear
military
that a lot.
member, combat vets don't do that, dude, on a regular basis during deployment. We just don't. And if we find out that somebody is doing it, we kick the shit out of them and we throw them in literally the MP's jail inside a country. That's what we do with them. But when it came down to that one, I was bluntly honest with her. And I was a tad bit too blunt, as it was pointed out to me. Again, the one mod that I would actually get, talk to at this point in time. Wow. Okay.
What?
Sorry, I have my my OBS open right now. Sorry about that. But when it comes right down to it, I was a little bit openly honest about her and the whole entire situation in Syria. Your literal family told the United States en masse about 6-7 years ago that you guys would fix this whole entire terrorist-controlled country of yours. You put out like a 5,000 person rally in the capital of Syria saying that they were going to fix stuff because Ambassador Stevens got assassinated. Then you did a complete and total 180 and turned around and let those terrorists get worse, spawned ISIS-K to completely destroy the region, and then that problem didn't get solved until Trump solved it with the Marine Corps 4 years later. So you can pick where you live, man. You can either improve where you live and stop all the violence that is spewing all around you, or you can leave. Those are your two options. Sitting there in a corner taking all of their abuse just makes you a subservient of their evil. And that's what my blunt point was. The second thing that I want to address is the whole entire standing up for Chibi thing.
The which one? Because oh my god, this people really hate that guy.
I believe me, dude. I am now crucified to a cross of being a Cheto baiter along with him. So give me a minute to explain this one.
I know, I got you. Take all the time you need.
I do not have a problem with Demi's original post and her retweet. I don't care about her not safe for work art. I don't give two shits about it other than having the opinion that it is literally impossible to police that kind of thing. You can't do it. The internet is too big. It's too vast. Going out there and telling your community to stop doing it only inflames the problem, which it did. And then Chibi came back and said, well, that's kind of hypocritical of you. And then she went to a low blow moment where this man almost drank himself to death in the middle of June, Men's Mental Awareness Month. Now, the reason why that brings so many conflicts is because it's also Pride Month. You can't stand up for a freaking dude during Pride Month, apparently. Well, I'm going to, and I really don't care what y'all think about it. The man went through a similar kind of situation because men who have seen trauma in their life have at least one self-end attempt or something to that caliber in their story, okay? Mm-hmm. Mine was a low point when I started working in the sheriff's department when I had to get my year of the jail out of the way. I was feeling depressed as hell because I had to work there literally 37 days in a row.
Jesus.
I had no off time. I was getting paid that of a McDonald's manager salary, working in a jail, dealing with crackheads, murderers, hard R's, psychopaths, the whole entire bit of Franklin County. Every evil that you could possibly imagine that happened in Franklin County, I was dealing with.
Oh, by the way, you could just say, you don't have to say hard R's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know, dude. This is your show, man. So I just wanted to play it safe with that. But
yeah, I was about to say the only thing that I'd have to care about is Twitch, and I really don't. So if it happens, it happens. it's whatever. It's whatever. But...
Okay, dude. But I was dealing with for the first time in my life, I was dealing with the innate evil that is within my own home that I spent 10 years defending, by the way, before I started this job. So when you go from doing something for 10 years And then you end up seeing what the lowball pieces of garbage are like from the very country in which you defended, that literally go after the very people that you swore an oath to. You kind of get depressed over that. And I sat in the Speedway parking lot. I had my service weapon on me, and I had it to my temple, and I was about to do something with it when my buddy John, just by sheer coincidence, mind you, pulled into the one Speedway on the eastern side of Frankfurt and found me in my car. He saw me through his windshield when he was pumping gas. And that right there saved my life because he cared. Another thing that saved my life that night is one of the Black Rifle Coffee guys saw a Facebook post that I had posted, and he's on the Unsubscribe podcast too. I think you guys, oh God, it's been a long time since I've watched an Unsubscribe podcast, but he's also one of the Marines on the Unsubscribe podcast. He also gave me a Facebook call saying if I was all right, because I had publicly posted on Facebook, hey, I'm not feeling mentally well. I might get harmed tonight. I literally said that verbatim. And this guy randomly found my post on Facebook and decided to call me while John was sitting there. And the three of us had a chat about what's going on in life. I know what self-harm is, and I know what going through those instances is, which is why I will stand up for Chibi, regardless of the opinion, because that man almost drank himself to death. I've had one-on-one DM conversations with Chibi. Chibi was there for me when the whole entire Lady Voldemort thing happened. He was checking on me constantly. And along with Tectone and Kirsche sent me some advice. Celeste checked in on me. I owe a lot of people a lot of gratitude for the very things that they checked on me about. Everybody that basically shared my initial story checked on me on a daily basis. When he's going through something like that, do you expect me to sit there and not support him when you guys are telling him to go off himself over a situation in which he almost drank himself to death? And over a two-bit thought that cheated on him. Regardless of what his friends' opinions are of him, that woman still cheated. Why not break up with him? That's the question that I ask. Why didn't she break up with him? Because she wanted what Chibi had, which is the fame and the money and the income that he was bringing in. Because the person, obviously, that she cheated on him with didn't have the same income that Chibi had. It was all about the money toward the later part of, at least in my opinion, it was all about the money later on toward the end of their relationship. And when he found that out, and along with all the made my brother into a chair, people sending him AI images of them digging up his brother. Literally, bro.
Yeah, that was wild. I remember seeing that. That was fucking wild.
And you expect me not to stick by a guy who helped me out with my own situation? When I got left out in the cold? Like the internet expected that out of me? Dude, my loyalty doesn't fly like the wind here. It doesn't change direction. If you are a good human being to me, I'm not going to sit there and be an evil piece of shit to you. And I stood up for him, which is why the recent wave of haterade is coming at me right now. So they can go ahead and do that. I will stick by Chibi when it comes to the whole entire Demi take. It's not about her art. It's about the fact that she insulted him over a situation he nearly drank himself into a deadly little stupor over. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with her art. Fuck her art for all I care. I don't care. I don't give two flying shits about her not safe for work opinion. It's the fact that she shitted on a dude, knowing that mostly her audience is pride related, and that she wanted to get away with it. And guess what? The internet actually fought her back on this, which I am surprised, and I'm very proud of the internet overall. Look at what we found out about Demi. She's apparently been getting boinked while she's been live, which is a violation of TOS within itself. She's got a whole bunch of statements now that are coming out. Rev never does a 5-piece series on somebody. You know that you fucked up bad when that man does a 5-piece series on you. When he has to elect 5 days worth of his time of editing content and live streams to just do 5 videos on you. So that's where I stand on those two topics. Don't shit on men because of their self-harm attempt, and stand up for yourselves. Dear God, it's not that hard. Grow some courage.
I mean,
those are the two things I want to change.
Okay. And with your community, it seems like, well, then again, I don't know. A bunch of shit just happened. I don't know where your community is now. But all right. It seems like you know what you want to do, and you have plans to get to where it is you want to be. So that's it's going to be nice. I'm assuming also since what happened, you're just not going to start like another group again. You're just going to do everything solo dolo.
I have not fully gotten to that now, but each and every time the haterade escalates, it gets worse. It's not that I don't want to do it, it's that I don't want people, because now people around me are actually getting physical, threats from this. I don't want to wake up one morning and go, hey, about 5 people, ambushed Night Owl and he got doxxed and now he's in a hospital, or even worse, he could have died from something just being affiliated with me. If I need to go the solo route for a little bit, then I'll go the solo route. I don't have a problem with that. I can shoulder my own shit. I don't have an issue with that at all.
All right.
I want to.
Well, yeah.
Keep that in mind. I want to.
Yeah.
I just don't want anybody else getting involved unless they know exactly what they're asking for.
Yeah, no, that is true. The hater rate seems to be getting massive for you for one reason or another.
You know why? It's because I'm a swinging dick on the internet and I go against everything that they all stand for. That's why I get the haterade that I do. And the fact is, too, is that they've been allowed in the VTubing sphere to bully people into submission, and I'm one of those guys that won't be bullied into submission. I'll stand right in your face with my big old proud middle finger in the air, being that guy who spits on the onion rings like Slim Shady used to say. That's what I am. To the VTubing sphere, anyway.
Very true. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you have a stream. Actually, one more question. Since you have all this haterade, what is your chat looking like when you stream? It must be kind of crazy there too, huh?
Actually, believe it or not, they don't want to. Every time that they come into my live streams, I've actually. Here's the difference here between everybody else's streams and mine. When I go live and my haters come in there, I literally confront them myself. Sylvie's done it. Sylvie's flat out gone in there. Dickers has come in there. Actually, Sylvie's tried twice with one of his alt accounts. I straight up confronted him. I actually have that whole entire thing uploaded on YouTube, actually, if you guys want to go give that a fucking watch. That's entertaining as hell. Every time one of my haters comes in there, I confront them. I don't have a problem with talking about them. Even when those ex-mods of mine came into my chat, I let them sit there and chat for as long as they wanted, up until my actual mods got annoyed with them.
Okay, so it seems like you're just playing with your food, essentially. Is what it sounds like. That doesn't get tiring after a while, does it? It seems like it might be. I don't know.
No, dude, no, it doesn't. I've literally been fighting people since I was 6. Going from fist fights to the internet is nothing, dude. That's actually a downgrade for me. All I am, dude, is a little street rat, dude, from Cleveland. That's all I am.
You're from Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, bro.
Huh,
Fourth quarter, man.
Well, shit. Huh. Oh, sorry. Go on. You said that, and I know someone else from Cleveland. I was like, oh, well, shit.
But that's basically what I've been doing most of my life. I've been fighting people. It started out when I was a kid, going up against the little yummies that used to ambush me getting off the school bus. Elevated itself to the football people and the preppy people in high school. Then I joined the military, and I actually advanced myself for 10 years in that. And then after that, it was fighting criminals, murderers, rapists, the whole entire deal. I've been doing nothing up to this point. Honestly, the job that Lady Voldemort got me fired from was literally my second only job in my entire life where I didn't have a firearm on me as part of a job title. Literally. So I'm accustomed to this whole entire you want to fight me thing. Go ahead. I'm right here, dude. I ain't afraid of you. You can say little words to me on the internet. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Oh, and by the way, when I do chat on Twitter, it's exactly in this tone right here.
I kind
you
of
guys
figured.
are all seeing.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, it's in this exact same tone when I'm on Twitter. I don't care. I am like mellow about it, and I don't care that I hurt your feelings. You want to have your feelings hurt? Cool. Tell your boyfriend or girlfriend to go down to Walgreens, get yourself a little pad, and then you can freaking piss and moan into that. I don't care.
Well, all right then. This has definitely been eye-opening. I would say to at least. I guess it's an interesting way of putting it. But before you head out, was there anything else you wanted to say?
Keep on being you. Do what you need to do to be the best version of yourself. Oh, and by the way, all of you dudes who sit there and jerk it to anime titties, why don't you guys do a couple of push-ups in between your strokes? You might actually feel better about yourself. That's it. I'm done there.
All right, fair enough. Well, I know you got stream coming up here, what, like an hour or something like that. And
Yeah.
we're gonna let you get back to that. Thanks
All
for
right,
this.
man.
I will hit you up after I go through this whole doc and figure out what's what, because I hate when two people, or at least two groups of people that I know that I have no problem with, are fighting, because then it's just like, well, now I have to pick a side, and I kind of don't want to, but it's so annoying.
If they're not willing to accept the fact that you want to be neutral, then that's their problem.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with you being neutral, bro. I will never ever criticize you for being neutral like that. If you want to be neutral when it comes to two people that you talk to on a daily basis, go right on ahead. I don't have a problem with it. I don't want you to take sides. I want you to be your own person.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to do, and hopefully, we can come to some sort of understanding and go from there. But other than that, you have a good one. And
you too, Jigs.
We'll talk to you next time, man. See you.
Yeah, dude. Laters.
Well. That one. That got interesting really, really quickly. I didn't. God damn it, dude. Stuff and things and stuff. This is very interesting. This is very eye-opening stuff, I suppose. So I understand that chat has one way of thinking about him, it seems like, and then there's also other people in chat that also have another feeling about him. And again, I just kind of figured all this out all of a sudden. So I'm definitely gonna have to go through this and see what's what, because I don't want to be like, oh, everyone in chat is lying. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that. But I also don't want to be like, well, he's lying, because again, I know nothing. So we're gonna figure this out, one way or another. And I guess this has been very interesting. How this is, and like I understand that people seem to have a very negative opinion on him. So, and since a lot of you are here, if you had anything to say, hit me up and we'll talk. And I'm immediately not going to. I don't want it to be like I don't want to say that I'm not going to believe you, but obviously, since the situation is the way it is, I'm going to take what you say with a grain of salt, and I've obviously took what he said with a grain of salt. That's why I didn't push back. That's why I didn't say anything. I don't know anything, so we'll figure this out. We're going to talk like adults, okay? And if we cannot do that, I am just not going to bother talking to you. All right? I feel like we're all adults here about this, so we just treat each other like adults here. Okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We can talk right now. Shit. I heard one very interesting thing, not the whole thing, but very interesting nonetheless. I was playing. This is definitely. I thought it was going to be just like another interview, and we were going to talk about some of the past dramas, but apparently he's like currently in one, and apparently stuff happened. Also, Zerd, these a lot of these people are people that I have met online, and it's funny that you're here because you're IRL friend. So when worlds collide, brother. When worlds collide. But I'm gonna go through this document here and take a look and think, I suppose, and then go from there and talk to you guys later, one-on-ones, I suppose, and then we'll get him back and we'll go through some stuff because a lot of these are accusations. There's a lot of these are really, really heavy accusations. This isn't like he was mean to, well, I mean, part of it is that he was mean to me, but then it also goes to literally one of the things is urinating and sex pest behavior. That's kind of crazy. That is definitely okay. Definitely a thing. But thank y'all for being here and the follows and all that and the subs. Obviously, that was amazing. I had to mute the sound events for that because obviously an interview wanted to show that's what it was. But we're gonna go from. It's funny because I was gonna play a game after this, but this got kind of heavy and just really, really weird, really, really weird. So. It was very, very disappointing. But again, thank you all, and we're gonna figure this out, and I will talk to you all